Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, today, hold on. So, this is part two, and however, where was I? Okay, so I think we were here, and it says here, meanwhile, an old, in an old clock tower, an Iron Man who was named Hawkmoth, and was surrounded by white butterflies, have heard about Pablo and Amaya's new love power, so he decides to end their love and weaken their new power by tricking them into hating each other. But before he could do that, he turns into three white butterflies into black ones and sends them out to three people. The next morning, at school, Amaya was at her locker when Pablo angrily comes up to her, holding up his iDisney cell phone with a nasty message. Amaya insists that she didn't send him that message, but Pablo glares at her in disbelief and tells her that he is through with her. Sulking, she turns away and walks to her class, feeling bad about the message. She thought she sent to Pablo. Even it was Hawkmoth who sent it to him. At the Magical Cafe, the Disney Junior Club are having cookies and cream cakes and pink lemonade. Amaya tries to sit next to Pablo, but he scoots away from him as the after school hangout was over. When Pablo was walking home, Amaya catches up with him and once again tries to convince him that it wasn't her who sent him the message, but he ignored her. Now irritated, Amaya yells at him for having a cold shoulder and decides to not talk to him again as they went their separate ways. At home, Pablo sits on his bed with Lucky on his lap. He felt very guilty about yelling at Amaya, so he decides to call her and apologize to her. But when he tries to call her on his iDisney, she didn't answer. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that. Hang on. Hold on, guys. Okay, screenshot of that. It's called iDisney. So meanwhile, at Amaya's house, Amaya talks to Snowdrop about her horrible day so far. Listening to her carefully, Snowdrop suggests that she should call Pablo and say sorry for yelling at him. As she flies over to Amaya's iDisney and hands it to her. But as she tried to call him, Pablo wasn't answering either. She puts her cell phone away and lies flat on her bed, looking miserable. Oh no, here it is. Back at the old clock tower. Hold on. Okay. Back at the old clock tower, Hawkmoth was satisfied by his plan as his black butterflies reached the three people they find, Romeo, Luna Girl, and Night Ninja. As the butterflies melted into their objects, Hawkmoth commands them to destroy Ladybug and Sonic Noir's new friends, and then takes their miraculouses away from them. As the three of them transform, the next day, things weren't going well between Pablo and Amaya when they weren't talking to each other and have made sure to stay away from each other. But what's even worse is that when the Disney Junior Club watched the news lady told everyone about three maniacs wreaking havoc. Greg looks closer at the screen and quickly recognized those three villains. It was Romeo, Luna Girl, and Night Ninja. Only they looked a lot more different than usual. The PJ Masks then decide to go into the night and stop them. After they transform, they head to the headquarters and pick a vehicle. Sonic Boy wants to go to the Sonic Lancer, but Owlette thinks that they should use the Owl Glider instead. While they were busy arguing, Fish Boy selects the fish sub and he shuts the two up. as they went down to the 4th floor and got in. But while Fishboy was driving, he and Gecko looked behind their seats to see that Sonic Boy and Owlette are calm, and they had their arms crossed and looking away from each other. They both let out a heavy sigh as the four arrived at their location. When they jumped out of the sub, something made the whole ground shake, and Owlette and Sonic Boy quickly caught her in time. However, they turned away from each other again. Something black zoomed past them. It was Night Ninja, but in his new form, he is now known as the Nightmare Ninja. Using his dark, sticky splat, he fires them at the PJ Masks. But they dodge them in time but then something stops them on their tracks. And when they looked up, it was Luna Girl. But now she is known at Moth Girl, with her new moth wings and sticky silk shooting out of her fingers. And behind them was Romeo, but with his robotic parts. He is now known as Robo Romeo. Soon the three villains had the PJ Masks surrounded, but as the three newly transformed villains prepared their attacks on them, Ladybug and Sonic Noir appeared just in time and used their weapons to protect the PJ Masks. Ladybug dodges Nightmare Ninja's dark sticky splat, while Sonic Noir tricks Moth Girl into tangling her up in her silk. As Gecko and Fishboy watched in awe, but Sonic Boy and Owlette were just ignoring the moment. Just as the villains were exhausted, Ladybug and Sonic Noir prepared to take away their objects and destroy them. But they were stopped by their sworn enemy, Hawkmoth. He glances at Ladybug and Sonic Noir and turns his attention to Sonic Boy and Owlette. Then he started grinning to himself as he knew that his plan has worked as planned. Confused, Ladybug asks him what his plan was, when Hawkmoth explains to her and Sonic Noir that his plan was to end their new friends' love so he could weaken their new power, and that they would never help them again. Hearing him, Sonic Boy soon realizes that it was Hawkmoth who sent him the fake message, and turns to Owlette to apologize for not listening to her. But Owlette refuses to accept Sonic Boy's apology. For that, she couldn't forgive him for getting the cold shoulder from him, as Sonic Boy begins to scowl at her and begins yelling at her again. As the two began arguing once again, Hawkmoth and his Akuma-possessed minions laughed evilly at the sight of the fight as the love between the two began to fade away. Gecko, Fishboy, Ladybug, and Sonic Noir tried to calm them down, but Owlette becomes annoyed and flies off while Sonic Boy runs off, angered. Oh no. Ladybug and Sonic Noir began to battle the villains again to make them pay for making Sonic Boy and Owlette break up with each other. Isn't that sad that they broke up? But Moth Girl uses her sticky thread to wrap them up and hang them on a lamppost. Fish Boy comes to their rescue, but Robo Romeo stops him by blocking his way and swatting him with his metal hand, sending him flying onto a building. Ladybug calls to Gecko and tells him to get Sonic Boy and Owlette back together again and get them to help her and Sonic Noir before it's too late. So using his Super Lizard Water Run, Gecko runs on water to cross the other side and find Sonic Boy and Owlette, while Fish Boy was keeping the villains busy. Meanwhile, Sonic Boy was at the park feeling miserable. Hang on. Okay. Meanwhile, Sonic Boy was at the park feeling miserable at that Owlette got so mad at him. When Gecko finds him and tells him that they should find Owlette so they could make up. However, Sonic Boy refuses and turns away from him with his arms crossed, but Gecko forces him to get up by grabbing his arms and pulling him off the bench and out of the park to find Owlette. As they found her, Owlette turned to see the two boys, but she wasn't happy when she saw Sonic Boy with Gecko. She was about to fly away when she was stopped by Hawkmoth and his minions, along with the three captives, Ladybug, Sonic Noir, and of course, Fish Boy. Owlette tries using her Super Owl Wind to stop them, but Moth Girl uses her Super Moth Wings to make a wind more stronger than hers. That Owlette lost her flight and began to fall. Without thinking, Sonic Boy uses his supersonic jump to jump off the building to grab Owlette's hand and wraps her in a hug. They both blushed and as they felt the pink and blue light glowing around them again, and the force field saves them from their fall and lifted them back onto the building. Their love was beginning to build up again. After landing safely on the building, Sonic Boy and Owlette apologized to each other, and the soon made up, as Gecko held out their arms and locked each of their hands together, making the light around Sonic Boy and Owlette more brighter, and making them both blush even harder. And when they looked in each other's eyes, seeing the light starting to shine brighter, Hawkmoth, Robo Romeo, Moth Girl, Nightmare Ninja shield their eyes, while Sonic Boy and Owlette made a promise to stay together forever. They gently pressed each other's cheeks together. That the light erupted, almost blinded everyone, but it also freed Ladybug and Sonic Noir from Moth Girl's silk, and they both landed on their feet. As they snatched the objects out of the villain's hands, while they too shield their eyes, they then broke them, and three black butterflies flutter out of them. Ladybug quickly pulls out her Ladybug medallion and captures all three of them, and she changes them into white butterflies like last time. Later, she tosses the Ladybug ball into the night, and everything that the villains have destroyed were fixed, including their objects. After some black mist comes out of Romeo, Luna Girl, and Night Ninja, it disappears, and they turn back into normal. But they were knocked out, cold, as Hawkmoth ran away with anger and sworn that he'd get the Miraculouses and will win next time. And finally, he was gone. Later, Sonic Boy and Owlette's love light begins to dim as they let go and smiled at each other when Ladybug and Sonic Noir come over and congratulate them for saving them by reforming their new power. And it was all because Sonic Boy and Owlette had to make up, even if it only took 10 minutes. Now they have to do was get the villains back into bed before dawn. The next day, things were back to normal, except that Ladybug and Sonic Noir have to go back to Paris, because the people there still need them. As the Disney Junior Club waved goodbye to them, Pablo holds onto Amaya's hand again, and the pink and blue light begins glowing under their hands again, as the two of them smiled at each other, ending the episode. Isn't that cool? Now, let's see. Villain motives. Hawkmoth, to weaken Pablo and Amaya's new power by making them hate each other. Oh no. Trivia. Now try to figure this out. What is the answer to these? First off, Ladybug, Sonic Noir, and Hawkmoth make their first appearances. True or false? Alright, another one. True or false? Romeo, Luna Girl, Night Ninja are the first characters to be akumatized. Is that true or is it false? Now, Sonic Boy and Owlette gain a new power in this episode transcript. True or false? Man, isn't that cool? Okay. Now let's check out this one. I think we already did that. Wait, hold on. Let me go back. Let me see what this was about. It was called... Hang on. It was called iDisney, right? Yeah. Okay. Here, let me go to my Google Play Store and see if I can search up this app. It's called iDisney. Now let's see. Trying to figure out. No, that's not it. Now let me see if I can figure this out. iDisney. Oh, hold on. iDisney cell phone app. Oops. App. Now let's see if it appears here. Okay, so it looks like we're still live. I wonder if this is the place to find this app. It's not even here. Let's see what this is. It's just a bunch of old things. No, this isn't it. It's called... I know it's called iDisney. I know that. Okay, I might have to end this video. So thank you for watching, and I hope you had a great time. So this is part 2. So peace out, y'all, okay? Please leave lots of comments for this video, okay? So on that, I'll catch you guys later, and I hope we'll stay connected. Okay? So peace out, y'all.